Thank you. All right, here we go. So number 74. All right, let's everybody take a look at 74. Brianna, let's start with you today. Again, we're just going to, guys, I want everybody paying attention. We're just going to go right down and up and down and up and down and up the rows. All right, I really don't want to have to sit here and like look at you and say, come on, chop, chop, stay with me. All right, follow along with me. All right, Brianna, which one are you thinking about? 74. Ascending. All right. You are amazing. It is F. It is F. All right. Now, does anybody have any doubts about that? And don't be shy. Remember, I know you're a little rusty. All right. So if you can't look at a fraction and tell me which one's smaller, I'll be happy to go into it. All right. But I'm not going to if you don't need to.
Is ascending going
Up.
okay?
So up means small to large. Descending means going down, which means high to low. All right, so we're clear. All right, 75, read it.
On Saturday afternoon, Arnold sent M text messages each hour for 5 hours, and Tyrone sent E text messages for each hour for 4 hours. Which of the following represents the total number of messages sent by Arnold and Tyrone on Saturday afternoon?
Tell me, please.
Would it be 5M plus 4E?
You are amazing. Thank you very much. So we're on a roll here. All right, next. Read it for me. Yeah, Andrew, you're up. So let's just write it. X minus 1 divided by 3 equals 3. Do you agree with that? And so now your job is to simply tell me, what do you think X would have to be? So what's 4 minus 1? 3 divided by 3. So it's definitely not 4 now. Try another one. Because? So what you're doing is you're telling me the answer is C, right?
Yeah.
So if you plug that number in for X, does that work out to be 3?
No.
No. So well, let's try 10. Does 10 work? Yes, because why? Yeah, there you go. You're right. So listen, I want to make sure everyone's perfectly clear. I don't care what you know, what you don't know. I'm just trying to help you. All right. So if you don't know, you just let me know. All right. So again, these are at the end are always a little bit trickier because you guys are smart enough to do them. All right. But if you're having trouble, you just tell me. I don't mind working you through it or walking you through it. All right. Next. What do you think, Catherine? And everybody should be trying this, seeing if you're thinking logically. No, I'm going to let Catherine. She's going to walk me through it. What are you thinking, Catherine? And you can say you don't know if you want me to help you.
Maybe B.
Tell me how you got that.
You slice it in half,
Okay,
and you put the slice to thirds.
right? So that means there's gonna be how many pieces? You're exactly correct. All right, exactly correct. Just like that. And now what? But still, that doesn't tell me everything. So how many ounces were there altogether? Yep, there are 48 ounces. There you go. Yes, sir.
Oh, I got 8, but I just don't think I got it in the right way. Same.
Well, now you do. You see it, right? That's how you're supposed to think about it, right?
I
You-
just,
What?
so you slice each one in thirds?
Sixes. This is 1/6 of the pizza.
And I was saying you split each half into thirds, because it says that you cut it.
Right. You split each half into thirds. This was half of the pizza, and I split it into thirds.
Okay.
This was the other half. I split it into thirds.
Mhm.
That means there's each piece represents 1/6.
Oh,
Do you agree with that?
Mhm.
Right. Again, I wanna have a discussion. Honestly, if you don't know, I'm gonna show you. All right. These are the important questions. These are the thinking ones. Yes, ma'am.
how did you get 48?
Because 1 pound is equal to what? 16 ounces. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
And I have how many pounds?
3 pounds?
So I have 3 16 ounces. That makes sense now, right? Yes, sir.
I use decimals instead of fractions.
It doesn't matter to me, but I will assure you in the long run, fractions are much easier. All right, fractions are much easier. All right, anybody else have any questions with that? All right, next. Aiden, you ready?
Oh,
Man, that's
yeah.
what we're saying, guys. You ready, right? Next after him? All right, everybody knows where we're at,
so when x equals 1/2,
right?
what is the value of 8? So if I just put 5x over, or 5x.
Definitely not.
Oh.
8x minus 3 is not 5x,
Well, yeah, no, the 8x times 1/2 would be 4 and minus 3, so that's 1.
right?
So it would be 0.5, I think.
So far I have 1 divided by 1/2, right?
Yeah,
What's 1 divided by 1/2 again?
0.5 or 1/2.
Anybody else agree with 1 divided by 1/2 is 1/2? I disagree also. What is it? Obviously, it's 2, right? Because why? Listen to me. 1 divided by 1/2 is the same as division is multiplying by the reciprocal. 1 times 2. There you have it. All right. The most common mistake is to say 1 divided by 1/2 is 1/2. All right. So let's see if we're ready. Go.
At least one 250 bonus and at least one 750 bonus dollar. What is the possible number of 250 bonuses?
What are you thinking?
Probably 369.
Wow. Very smart. Very smart. He is correct. It could be either 3, 6, or 9. All right. Now, what I want to show you guys on this is, and again, like I said, these are directly off the SAT tests. So here we go. I want 250. I'm giving out bonuses, 250 and 750. We know automatically that one of each has to be given. So automatically that's $1,000. So that means he has to give away another what? $2,000, right? Does everybody agree with that? Now, to me, the easiest thing to do would be to say, well, I just gave away one of each. that would be 1,000. So one answer for sure is 3 of each. Does everybody agree with that? Now, does everybody agree these over here are worth 750? So one 750 is worth the same as what? 3 of the others, correct? So instead of it being 3, I could have made that a what? 2, which means there then would be how many over here? 6. So 3 or 6. I don't like 2, so I could make it a what? 1. So that means I'd have to add another what? 3, right? I'd rather more people get bonuses than a fewer. Now, can I do it one more time and say, okay, 1 is 0? And then the other side would be how many? Why can't I do that? Yeah, there has to be at least one 750. So that's not going to work out. Does everybody agree with that? That's why the answer is either 3, 6, or 9. What did I just say? Are you hearing me okay? All right. Yes, because the question is, what is one possible number? If you put all 3 of them, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to mark it wrong. All right, it's absolutely wrong if you write 3, 6, 9. All right, all you need is one answer. All right. Wait, how did you know I was going to pick on you next? All right, good. All right, just check.
1 2/5 miles on Monday and 2 1/3 miles on Tuesday. What is the total distance in miles Kaya ran during those 2 days? So you can do 7 over 5. But you could do 1 2/5 plus 2 1/3 would be a 1.
Thank you.
That's 15, so you have to do 5 times 3 and 2 times 3, which is going to be 6 over 15 and 1.
Shh, just
2, and then you have to multiply 3 by 5, so that's 15, and then 15 over 5. And then that's going to end up being 3 and 11 over 15.
I didn't understand a word you said, but I still got it.
well, how do you know he's right? Is that correct?
I think so.
I think so. I'm glad I'm proud.
What did you get?
I got 3 and 2 over 15.
3 and 2 over 15. Anybody else get something different? Wouldn't be celebrating so quick now. What's that? Okay, good.
I'm proud.
All right, here we go. So common denominator is 15, right? So I multiply 2 times 3 and we got the 6. And 1 times 5 is 5. So 6 plus 5 is 11. So it had to be 11 over 15. The only possible answer for 11 over 15 was E. That is correct. Now, for those of you guys who made a little mistake here, now's the time to fix your mistake. Unless you don't see it, I can direct you. But that wasn't too bad. What?
I don't get how you got 11 over 15.
Listen, I'm okay with this. You're just taking 1 2/5, right? Plus 2 1/3. The common denominator is 15. So I multiply this by 3. Multiply this by 5. That gives me 5 over 15. And then as I'm adding, today 5 plus 6 is 11. And 1 plus 2 is 3. Right? Any issues with that?
No.
All right. So that's the end. All right, now we're going backwards. All right, so here we go. 73. That's you. And what's the common denominator? Yep. No, don't do the 3. Look, this is how I want you to do fractions from now on. I already just make one denominator, right? 30. So what am I multiplying the first fraction by?
10,
So the numerator would be 10 minus, what's the numerator?
12,
Plus,
25.
isn't that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do all that. You guys got good mental brains, all right? Learn to abbreviate the adding and subtracting fractions. So my final answer here is what?
If you subtract 10 by
Just tell me the answer.
23.
Yeah, if you can't do 10 minus 12 plus 25 in less than, 5 minutes, we're in a little bit of trouble here. All right, here we go, 72. Oh, this was a good one. Shh. Listen to this explanation. Go.
So you do 375 divided by 50.
How much?
0.5.
Now, listen, guys, I want to,
I
uh-oh.
heard -15/2.
Why would you get negative?
They're both negative, probably it's 15/2.
All right, so hold up for a second. Now, listen, here's what I want you to do. I want you to think better now. All right, division. All right, I don't really like dividing by decimals. So immediately the first thing came to mind was that negative 0.5 is the same as what? Negative 1/2. So if I divide by negative 1/2, that's the same as what? Multiplying by what? Yes, which is? Yes, multiplying by -2. Does that make better sense, right? I don't like division, so I try to avoid it. So I learned to convert. All right. So now it was just to me 3.75 times 2, which is 7.5. And if you wanted to make that 15/2, I'm totally fine with that also. Because you should be able to look at 3.75 and say that's 3 3/4, which makes that 15/4 times 2/1 reduced to 15/2. I just don't like doing the division. All right. I'm not saying you can't do the division. I'm just saying I don't. Now, look, it's important for me for you to be paying attention. All right. I don't want any playing around. I want you to look up here and tell me if you're struggling with that, you now can just tell me and I'll show you again in slow motion.
I'm struggling with that. Can you show me that?
Yeah, but again, listen to what I'm saying now. All right, I need you to be able to tell me division is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal.
Mhm.
Are you having trouble with 0.5 being 1/2?
No.
So what's the reciprocal of 1/2?
Still more.
Right, so I'm just literally multiplying those numbers by 2.
Oh, you're doing 3.
Negative 3.75 times 2.
Oh.
And I would just expect everybody to say, I know 75 cents times 2 is $1.50. Yeah, so 7.5.
And since they're both negative, that's why.
Yes, that's why it's positive.
Okay.
All right, thank you for the information. All right, here we go. Tell me what to do. Let's go. We got to go faster.
Well, you do -2 and 7/10 times 20/9.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We got to change to improper first. Addition and subtraction, we don't change to improper, but multiplying and dividing, we do. So what's that going to become?
27/10.
Right? And then times
20/9.
20/9. Guys, I really don't like to be distracted up front. I don't know what you're doing with that. All right. Let's go. I'm working. Now reduce that out for me and tell me what you get.
Just the answer or?
Yes.
Oh, 1/3.
Really? That's not what I got. Come on, do it quick. No mistakes. Shh. Let him correct his mistake. Put your hand down. Everyone's getting a chance. They're going to get the answer.
-6.
Thank you, sir. -6. I don't care about the minor mistakes. I care that you're correcting the minor mistakes. All right. Next, 70.
Oh, I just wrote.
Doesn't matter. All right. 70, go. Man,
Okay, so, I changed the negative.
just tell me what it is.
I didn't do it.
What is this fraction the same as?
Oh, it's the same as -22/5.
Right. Now, come on, get to work.
And, you do times 10/11, and you can reduce 10 and 5.
Thank you.
Into 2.
Just tell me the final answer now. Shh.
Negative 44/11.
What's 44 divided by 11? Shh.
Oh, 4.
Yes, positive or negative?
Negative.
Yes, because you agree with me, you can reduce the 11 and the 22.
Oh, yeah.
You with me? It doesn't matter, right? At the end, you always got to reduce. That's why I say go ahead and reduce first. What?
Is it just negative 4? Is it negative 4/11?
What do you think?
Negative 4/11?
Why?
Because there's an 11. Oh, yeah,
And we don't need an explanation. Just okay is good for me. Tanner,
I got 15.6.
2 times 1 is about 15. Are we doing 69?
Oh, shoot.
Did you do 2.6 times 1.7, please?
Um,
It can't be 15.
sorry.
No, I don't want you to be sorry. I want you to make the correction. Go multiply it.
So,
Are you multiplying it out?
yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm waiting on. And then whoever's doing 68, be ready. What'd you get?
I'm struggling.
Okay, listen, I'm glad you said that. Don't be afraid to tell me that. Listen.
Wait, no, I'm not done.
Okay,
Is it 4, and, 4, 2,
4 what?
4, 4, 2.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you. So 4.42. Did I agree with that?
Yes.
All right, don't listen.
Decimal one.
Yeah, well, that's why I was trying to see. You said 15 though. I was like, I don't know where 15 came from. All right, I don't care if you make a mistake. It's what I'm telling you. Everybody's going to make a mistake. You're allowed to make mistakes in here openly and freely. And I'm always going to do what? Correct you. That's my job. Right? I'm going to try to show you better ways of doing things to help your brain think a little better. That's all. Never be upset you made a mistake, or never be upset because you don't know something. Be upset if you're not paying attention and I call on you and you're in a little bit of trouble. All right. But we're working hard. All right. You guys are in an advanced math class. You got to stay with me. I'm working. Go.
No, I'm not next, but I need.
You're having trouble with 26 times 17. Do I want to, do you really want me to do 26 times 17?
I would just move from 2.6 times 1.7.
That's what you're supposed to be doing. But you move the decimal 2 places, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you go ahead, because he might be wrong. Everyone else might be wrong. That's what I'm saying. If you're convinced you're right, tell me. I know I'm right. And you can be the only one who's right out of all these people in here. So be brave. All right. There's going to come a time where you're the only one. Then no one's going to believe me. You said, well, that's what I had. And then we're going to say, no, that's not true. Because you would have told me what you had.
And then after you finish multiplying them, you move it back to these spaces left?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Welcome. All right. 68. Does anybody else get 2/3?
Yeah, I got it.
Everybody okay with? Now we know a negative times a negative is a what?
Oh.
Right? Now, again, like I said, I want to show you, but it's not necessary if everybody got the right answer. You might need me to help them with that. Division is multiplying by the what? Did everybody do that? So 7/8 times 16 over 21. 8 goes into 8 once, 8 goes into 16 twice. 7 goes into 7 once, 7 goes into 21 3 times. Oh, this is what was throwing you off. 1 times 2 and 1 times 3. I see your mistake.
Can you do number 65?
I can do them all, actually.
Oh,
All right.
just start, you didn't have that much time.
67, here we go. Go. What are you thinking on this one? Probably I would change 0.5 to what?
5 and 1/2.
Yes, so negative 3 3/8 minus 5 1/2. So are we adding them or are we subtracting them?
You're subtracting. Oh, wait, no, I didn't.
That's right. So now what's 3/8 and 1/2?
3 and 1/2 is- Oh, 7/8.
You're awesome. Thank you. Shh. And then final answer?
8 and 7/8, but it's negative.
Yay, thank you. Nice mental math there. All right, here we go. Uh-oh.
Are we doing like, can you just say a number? Like, I have a question on a number. Is that okay? Or do we have to do 60?
I'm doing them right in a row. All right, here we go. Go. Somebody said negative 2.3. Is that okay? Absolute value, 4.9 minus 7.2. All right. Next, over here. That's you. He knows. Go, you're on 65.
So what I did was, I just keep this, I keep changing the reciprocal. Then I cross out the.
No. Just tell me what's the absolute value of negative 3/4? 3/4, right? But there's a what out in front? Negative.
Yes, so I put. One of them, answer.
No, look up. What's that? -3 and -3 is what?
This, this,
Are you with me? So now we reduce that to -3/2. Agreed?
Yeah.
You sure?
I didn't get it, but now I see it.
Okay, that's what I'm interested in. All right, here we go. Man, what?
Oh, wait.
Next, 64, go.
So. That's if I'm the common denominator.
And what is it?
9.
Right, so
7, 6 over 9. It's -3 over -1.
just like that, right? You said 2 negatives for some reason.
Oh,
I'm happy with that though, right? You agree, -3 and 1/9.
yeah.
Okay. All right, Brianna, go. Yep. Are you adding or subtracting, first of all? Yes. So what is that? Whoa. What's 2 plus 1? 4 plus 5? Yes. Positive or negative? Yeah, some of you are a little rusty now. I don't mind, but you got to practice for me. All right, tomorrow's a big day. I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of parent conferences on next Monday. And guess who those are for? If you're struggling, I got to let your parents know. All right, I definitely do. All right, here we go. You got a good one. What's common denominator? Right. Am I adding or subtracting? Nope. Why? Right, exactly. One's negative, one's positive, right? So I definitely have to put is the final answer going to be positive or negative? Thank you. All right, so now I'm just gonna put 6 3/8 minus 1 4/5. What's common denominator? 40. So the first fraction is gonna be what? The numerator. Good. The second one. Now, the reason why I'm highlighting this one is because you can't subtract. You have to borrow. So everybody missed this last class, but because you guys are brilliant, no one missed it. The 6 becomes a what? 5. And then what do I do with these two numbers? You guys remember? What do you do? That is correct. That's right. It becomes 55. You're adding 1 to 15/40. Who's asking, huh? What is the question? What, Tanner? I want to know, I'm on this problem. Are you having trouble with 55?
No, I just put like a mixed number.
I don't, just stop telling me. I'm trying to do the math problem. I'm right now on this situation right here. Who's having trouble with the 55? What?
I'm having trouble with how you got this.
I borrowed 1 from the 6. What does that make the 6?
5.
And then I add 1. 1 plus 15/40.
Oh,
What is 1? 40 over 40. 40 plus 15 is the 55. Now we teach you in whatever grade you came from that instead of doing that +1, there's a rule, you just add the numerator and denominator. You with me now?
yes.
You sure?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so now 55 minus 32 is what? Good, 23 out of 40. 5 minus 1 is 4. We already said the answer was negative. If you understand that, then you're pretty good with fractions. If you don't, you got to review. All right, now listen, the reason I'm a little fussy right now is because I'm trying to get problems done. All right, I'm trying to get problems done. How is that? Anybody have any questions with that? Tanner, you good?
Yeah.
You know I wasn't fussing, right? I'm trying to get through the problems. I want you to listen. All right? If you do it differently, do I care? No, I don't care. Do I want to know how you do it differently? No, I don't, because I have a better way. All right? And that's what I'm trying to show you. All right, I promise you. All right? Now let's go to 61. This should be rather quick. All right? 12 minus 4 is what? 8. 8 minus 98 cents. $7.02. That's how I do that. That's how you can do the mental math on that. Yes, I know you can put 12.00 and 4.98, but that is what? Boring. I want you to do the mental math. Everybody should be able to tell me 12 minus 4.8. You should be able to tell me that's just 7.02. All right. Now, am I adding or subtracting on number 60? Adding. So we know -5 and -3 makes -8. The common denominator is what? 12. So this fraction has how many 12s? 4. And how many does this have? So 4 plus 3, -8 and 7/12. That's how you should be able to do it. If you can't do it that quickly, you got some work to do. Agreed? And I don't care if you're a little slower, right? But I'm trying to show you how your brain should think like that. Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
All right, hopefully you're with me. Now over here, 7.4. So am I going to add or subtract them? Subtract them, 2.85, right? Now again, if you want to do that, that's totally fine. All right. But I know 7 minus 2 is what? 5.40 minus 0.85. So I subtract another 40 cents. That's going to take me to 5. Then I subtract another 40 cents. That's going to take me to 4.60. Then I'm going to subtract another nickel. That's going to take me to 4.55. And then I check negative. All right, did anybody see that? Let's do that again because I think that's important. Watch me. I don't do all the work, right? What I'm trying to show you is I'm doing 7.4. Everybody watch me one more time. 7.4 minus 2.85. I'm showing you how my head does it, okay? So the first thing I do is just 7 minus 2. That's 5, right? Now I have 540, and I only have to subtract 85 cents, right? So I subtract 40 cents first. That takes me to 5. Do you agree with that? Now I subtract another 40 cents. So I'm at 460. Then I subtract the nickel. Does that make sense, right? Now you don't have to do it that way. You're like, man, I just want to do it the old-fashioned way. Do it the old-fashioned way. All right, I'm trying to show you how speed is important sometimes. All right, you don't have to do it that way, but I appreciate you paying attention. So up here, what's the absolute value of negative 5/8? 5/8 minus 5/6. What's the common denominator?
24.
Wow, 24. So I have how many eighths? Minus how many sixes? How many? 20. 15 minus 20. Negative 5 over 24. All right, I hope you're liking that. All right, that's nice. Let's go over here. 3 minus 8. Negative 5 plus 4. Negative 1. Over here, absolute value of negative 3. 3 minus 6. All righty, we're on a roll now. Let's continue this. 2 negatives make a what? 9 plus 12. Absolute value of 21. 21. Over here, 24 minus 19. But there's a what out in front? Negative 5. All right, 53. 5 minus 8. 3. Final answer, 3, because there's 2 negatives. Yes. All right, I'm happy with that. All right, 51. The sum of 1/3 a number j. So the sum of 1/3 a number j and 2 is 3 more than j. That was a tricky one. Oh, I skipped 52. I didn't even see it. Thank you so much. The quotient of a number h and 3. So that would be h over 3. Is in math means equal. 1 less than means minus 1. The product of h and 2, 2h. All right, listen, guys, I'm going to post these solutions worked out like I did, all right, into Classroom. But I also want you to know, if you want to hear my explanation, you can go to the 8th grade explanation. And that did, I think I covered all of them. I don't know why we didn't get as much. All right. Yes, the YouTube is Trent Stroud. All right, my first and last name. All right. Hey, good job, guys. Seriously, I hope